What does it mean that the Trinity is God in three persons? When we talk about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit being persons, we do not mean that they are human beings or that they are like mankind in any way. In our everyday language, though, this is how the word person is often used, so it is understandable that some confusion surrounds references to the three persons of the Trinity. When we talk about God, we are using the word person to show that the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit each have personhood or personality. That is, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit each have intellect, emotion, and volition. Any being with rationality, emotion, and a will can be considered a person. Thus, human beings are persons, but so are angelic beings and the divine being. The definition of person cannot include physicality for the simple reason that human beings do not cease to be persons after death. A dead person's body is left behind to decay, but the true self, the personhood, lives on in either heaven or hell. When we speak of God existing in three persons, we mean that God's existence is comprised of three distinct centers of intellect, emotion, and will. Each person of the Trinity had a unique role in creation and in the salvation of mankind. The Holy Spirit is unique and is not the Father or the Son. He proceeds from the Father and the Son. The Father and the Son are also unique. When Jesus prayed to the Father, he was not praying to himself. Each is God, but each is a separate person. Using the word person is one of the only ways our language has to describe this concept. All three persons of the Trinity comprise the one perfectly unified God. They share the same nature and essence, and they are all the same God. But each individual person of the Trinity is distinct and unique. The fact that God exists in three persons is important for several reasons. For instance, God is love. But eternity past, before God created any other being, could he have truly been love? That is, can love exist where there is no one to be loved? Because God exists in three co-equal, co-eternal persons, love exists too. Eternal love has been expressed eternally among the persons of the Godhead. The Father, Son, and Spirit have always loved each other, and so love is eternal. Once we lay aside the notion that a person can only be a human person, we can more readily understand how God can correctly be said to exist in three persons. To the right is the best symbol for the Trinity we are aware of. Notice that the diagram is an embodiment of the principle that there, quote, needs be an opposition in all things, close quote. For each member of the Godhead is God, yet is not the other. The Trinity is the embodiment of the is and the is not being one and being in each other.